So it's been a while. There's that. Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Brian and I have checked out several things when it comes to Sweden, everything from the music, the food, and the culture, but I have yet to learn some amazing facts so I could mind boggle the people that I interact with. So today we're going to take the chance to actually dive into a video by FTD Facts. If you want to check out the original, it's going to be linked down below in the description box. Reason why I say that is because this right here is actually a polished, more faster, cleaner version of the original, so yes, it is different. I don't just link the same video again. Anyways, let's find out what cool things I could figure out today, and it'd be really cool to hear from you on Instagram. So message me on Instagram and we could be in touch. Why not? You're cool, I'm cool, let's stay fresh. And don't forget, my friends, hit that like button to help this YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, how about we go right ahead and dive right in.
Now, Sweden is a country that has an area of 450,295 square kilometers. And as of 2016, it has a population of over
I wonder where he found the measuring tape to find that out.
400 people. And it is estimated that it is already at 10 million, which makes it the 89th most populous country in the world with a density of 3.1 people per square kilometer. And of course, before we get into the cool achievements of this country, we gotta talk about Sweden's imports and exports. For example, according to the OECD, it has $159 billion in exports and $154 billion in
Goddamn!
But Sweden is known for exporting machinery and electrical equipment, which makes up a majority of the exports, coming in at $44.8 billion. This is stuff like telephones, forklifts, you name it, they got it. But refined petroleum...
I would have not expected that. Besides the fact that they're like the music capital of like everything. All genres.
40.2, with crude petroleum coming in at 7.2%. Now, when we hear of Sweden, we like to probably say, yo, these people speak Swedish. Now, this northern Germanic language is a descendant of Old Norse language, but the crazy part is this wasn't an official language until the country...
I feel like there's something wrong with what he just said there.
But besides its language...
I could be wrong too.
It also has some really cool traditions, especially during Christmas. For example, since 1966, the town of Gävle has always put up a giant straw goat, and unfortunately every single
that is so freaking cute.
Burnt down, and it's kind of a
and there you guys go, burning it down. Thanks.
Vandals, if the giant goat is burned down before December 13th, it is rebuilt for the holidays. Now, have you ever heard of the Ericsson?
I'm assuming it's happened before because you had to mention it.
Stockholm. Originally, it was called the Stockholm Arena, and it is the large spherical building in the entire world. It has a diameter of 110 meters by 85 meters tall, and can hold up to 16,000 people for spectacles and games. But that is really not the...
That looks so freaking cool.
Really important...
It looks like an observatory.
Of all of Sweden that I've heard of so far, and the fact is that the Ericsson globe represents the sun. And I never knew this, that Sweden is home to the largest scale model of the solar system in the entire world. Throughout the entire country, the solar system...
No freaking way!
For example, you have Mercury being the Stockholm City Museum, Earth is represented for Cosmonova Riksmuseet in Stockholm, and as for Pluto, it's located all the way out in the Dellen Lakes in Delsbo. It's crazy, the model of the solar system takes up the entire country of Sweden. It's so cool. And
that is really cool. What the heck?
In its country, and because of that, it takes great care of its ecosystems and life. And to prove that, the country has 15 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, with one still on the consideration.
Goddamn.
One of the most interesting ones is the Geodic Arc, which Sweden shares with many other European countries like Germany and Belarus. Now, this arc was inscribed in 2005, and the interesting thing about it, it was built in 1816 to 1855, and it was a series of chain triangulations going over 2,250 kilometers. And this...
So that thing has been like...
Scientist Frederick George Wilhelm von Struve to get an exact reading of how large the Earth actually was.
Whoa. So that thing's been standing for quite a while.
Famous ice hotel. A hotel that is completely made of ice, even right down to the cups that you drink out of. It was first constructed in 1990 and
see, I gotta try that at some point.
Built when it gets cold. And the ice from the structure comes from the Torn River, and all the ice makes the structure over 64,600 square feet. I've always wanted to go there, but I think it's really expensive. Of course, one other fascinating thing about Sweden is that
it's one of those like gimmicks, not gimmicks, It's a special thing.
years. This all happened after the Napoleonic Wars, which at the time Sweden had many conflicts with Russia. But the signing of the policy of 1812 was the beginning of its peace. However, the funny part is after the Cold War, Sweden has dropped its principle of neutrality, and although it is not mandatory among its people, to this day they still continue to lower its military might. But when it comes to the history of Sweden, its people have a great story. And one of the most famous stories is it is the first country to have a woman win a Nobel Prize for literature.
Hey, congratulations.
And not only was she the first woman to win for literature, she was the third woman to win a Nobel Prize in history. And let's not forget that since 1901, the country is the country that gives out the Nobel Peace Prizes each year in Stockholm, Sweden.
It is? I never even knew that. Like, I always wonder, like, I feel like it just got delivered to, like, their front door. It's like, hey, congratulations, you won a Nobel Prize. But apparently, it's held in Stockholm, Sweden. Congratulations. So I know this video has gotten a little bit dated, and I'm pretty certain that Sweden has officially passed, for sure, the 10 million, like, population-wise. It's a good thing. You guys are spreading like wildfire. Now, when it came to the language, I don't know why I personally feel like there was something that was not properly said, or maybe I'm entirely wrong, which once again, I look forward to looking at your comments down below. He said that this Northern Germanic, and that's the moment that I was like, is it? As far as I know, I do know it's a language that derives from like the Old Norse language, which is how we got Sweden. And then of course, he went ahead to say something that it didn't get acknowledged as the official language until 2009, July of 2009, if I'm not mistaken, I heard. I just sound confused at all points. But, like, that just sounds really weird. Like, I don't know, man. Like, Swedish is pretty cool. Like, did it really take that long to, like, inaugurate Swedish as an actual official language? As a matter of fact, let's ask my trusty friend, Google. Hey, Siri, when was Swedish acknowledged as an official language?
Here's what I found.
Are you too good to read to me? Mm-hmm. So I'm here looking at Google, and as a matter of fact, I just screenshotted it for you guys. As you guys can see right over here, it says, until 2009, Sweden did not have an official language. However, that same year, apparently they made Swedish the official language. So wow, fun fact, did not know that. That is absolutely mind-boggling. What the heck? That is so freaking weird. That's like the next thing I'm gonna tell anyone that's mentioned Sweden in any way. That's really cool. Now that right there, I think was absolutely the most mind-blowing thing on this list, but I did find the amazing fact in the cuteness that you guys make a little goat in the city of Gävle. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Everyone in Sweden like,
Ah, my heart. Chest pains.
I thought that was pretty awesome. I think that's absolutely adorable that you guys have like this little straw goat that you guys set on fire apparently. Not so cute, but I think it's like the Burning Man of Sweden, or Burning Goat. In this case, I think that's so cool that you guys not only like maintained it until the 31st to make sure that you guys are able to burn it down, like to celebrate the new year. But if I don't know, I just thought it was very freaking hilarious that he had to mention that if they happen to burn it down. So I'm assuming it's happened a couple of times. It's pretty absolutely sweet. I think that's a great way to bring in the new year and nice tradition to have. I wish we could burn things down here in my South Florida area, but no. If you burn stuff down, you're a psycho. In regards to Sweden being like the largest solar system that we have here in display, like on Earth, to understand and get to study our whole like NASA scientific stuff, that's pretty intense. I remember growing up, I wanted to be an astronaut, but I wasn't smart enough to do it. So I said, you know what? I want to be a YouTuber. My mom told me it was going to be a bad idea, but here we are. Anyways, what was some of the amazing facts that you found here? Something that you did know or did not know, or did they miss out on anything? Was there anything interesting that you feel like deserved to be on this list? I feel like he should have mentioned that like Sweden is like the music capital of like the freaking world. Everything from like EDM to metal and everything else in between. But anyways, that's just my opinion. If you guys were not aware, we actually have a P.O. box right over here where you can send handwritten letters, postcards, or anything else in between. Just please let me know on Instagram because I would love to personally thank you. And we also do have a Patreon page where you can help support this channel. You do what you will with that information. But of course, click that link. It helps. Anyways, it was a short but sweet and simple video. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I sure as hell did. Stick around. There's more videos at the end of this one. And until next time, my friends, hasta la pasta. And I'll be seeing you guys on the flip side. Bye.